Nah, man, I don't even wear a cup at the gathering. I don't even mouthpiece, ear, elbow pads. I know the risk that I take. I know the risk that I take.
Right.
I'm very well aware where I can be hit. You know, when it's not protected and when I'm not watching out for myself, or when my footwork is wrong. You know, a lot of those things count. I mean, you don't just go in there and learn how to do kali, learn how to play the knife and all these moves, and then expect the shit to work for you. No, you have to stay aware. It's a discipline that that means to encourage the student to allow their focus to grow, to build up, so that they don't fall into a trance and go into robot mode on what they think that they know that they're doing.
From my bouncing experiences and going into the gathering, you definitely have to maintain a constant level of awareness. You have to bring that into the gathering sparring. And I think when you wear all the extra protective gear, it gives you a false sense of security. It really does. So I've always said I'm going to get a cup and I'm going to wear knees, but once I get there, I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm just, I trust what I know, and I just go with the flow with it. So of course we wear the headgear and the gloves, and other than that, I'm like, I'm good, man. I'm good. I haven't had any bad injuries. I've had, just wounds and bruises and stuff and that kind of stuff. But I mean, part of it is going in with that risk. It raises up your alertness level to another level. And if you wear all that protective stuff, then you're not going to be as alert. You're really not, because you're like, I'm okay. The back of your mind, I'm okay. I'm all right. If I take a shot here, whatever, I'm all right. When you don't have that gear, you're like, nah, hell, you do not want to take a shot in the nuts. You don't want to get hit in the knee, elbows, none of that. You don't want to take none of those shots, man. So you actively are more aware and alert to get the hell out of the way.
And plus, being able to take being hit.
Oh yeah.
And to not get knocked off your emotional rocker is also another thing too that needs some working on bad. I mean, in a lot of people. I mean, you gotta. There's that factor where it's like all of a sudden, out of left field or whatever, bang! There's all this shock, and it's like, whoa, what the hell? Next thing and then unconsciously you go on an automatic pilot, and then you're gonna go according to how you trained or even the lack of, and then you'll either be dealt with or you're gonna have to deal with that situation in some other creative manner, depending on how fast your mind can regain its own consciousness.
Definitely. I know that first gathering was fighting with Andre from Austin, and I took some licks, man. I took a beat down, but you know what? After I got through, it's kind of like that meme you put up there. Did you die? It wasn't bad. It stung, and I got my little bruises, and but I was proud of them, man. It didn't hurt. It stung, but it woke me up, and I'm like, you know what? That wasn't nothing, man. It was cool. So the next time I took licks, it's funny how the mind works. I took some of the licks, and I didn't even bruise anymore. I have just a barely like a little red mark, where before I was lumped up. So a lot of it is really all in your head, man. Yeah. So that was like the most it was a spiritual experience, just realizing what I went through, and that, hey, I'm okay. And that's why I really is so into the gathering right now, because it's what it's done for me on that level, man. So it's pretty cool. And it's really cool now that I'm a so-called veteran. I can see the new guys come in, which I'm really excited about, and they're going through that same process, man. You can watch them and see them, and they're excited, and they see us fight. They're like, oh man, I can't wait to get to that level. I'm like, oh,
it just becomes a comfortable trip from the kitchen to the living room, and to the couch. It's like the way when I round off with these people, I just walk forward and just like, okay, let's
you can go right into it, absorb blows, and just keep on rolling, man. And they're freaking out like, I hit him and he's still coming.
The thing is, the thing that I'm calling out non-verbally is most people are trained to hit while they're standing still.
Right.
And then, but they never, at the same time, they never prepared to be moving back so fast while hitting.
Swinging, yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa, whoa. So I was like, okay, cool.
So rush right at him.
I just pick whatever I can block. I'll take a few hits here, and I'm still moving.
Right.
And they're like, hey, what's going on here? I thought it was supposed to work.
That's why I love
entries.
Oh heck yeah, I love bow staff sparring with Nestor because he always drops forward and he does that karate move where he swings it back and forth, and I hit him from a distance, and of course eventually he's gonna close, and after a while I'm like, I ain't backing up no more, and I just go right at him and we end up clinching, and I love that factor of it, man. You know, charging, crashing, like we say, we crash forward, which throws people off. Then I do it a lot when I'm bouncing. When you crash forward, people don't know what to do, man. So they go from being aggressive to being they get confused, you know, and they're not sure themselves anymore. You're too close to me. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about this, you know. And then during that time where they're confused, that's when I get them out the door.